Hey guys, welcome to Cook with Nancy. I hope you all are doing great. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make this delicious, juicy bread chicken patties. That's correct. It's bread chicken patties. We are using bread as a base and we are not going to use any kind of pastry that we generally get from the bakery. This is very easy to make and very different recipe. Let's get started with the recipe. Here are the ingredients that we need for this very simple bread patty recipe. Here I have 1 tablespoon of cumin powder, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, half a teaspoon garlic powder, half a teaspoon ginger powder. And if you don't find ginger powder and garlic powder, you can use grated ginger garlic, that's fine. Pepper as needed, you can go up to 1 tablespoon. Salt as needed. I am actually using a chicken that is already pre-cooked, roasted chicken that I'm using from previous day. So if you cook the chicken with the salt, just make sure you add less salt, or you can add salt as needed. Here I have half a teaspoon of vinegar, white vinegar, regular vinegar. Here I'm using 1 tablespoon of chili paste. So basically I grounded a couple of chilies along with some vinegar and some cilantro stem. That's all. So I'm using 1 tablespoon. It's nice and spicy and flavorful. Here I have 1 large onion, finely chopped. This is the chicken that I'm using. So basically I had leftover chicken from the roasted chicken, so I shredded them. But if you want to use normal chicken, get the chicken breast or the thighs, cook them, boil them in a regular water with some salt and some spices if you like, and then once it cools down, just shred them and then you can use that. Here I have 1 cup of milk and also 1 tablespoon of corn flour. I'm using full fat milk, but you can use low fat milk, zero fat milk, that's fine. I'm going to use the milk and the corn flour to mix together to thicken up the sauce later. Right now let's go ahead and start with the recipe. Here I have pan. To this I've added 2 tablespoons of oil. To this I've added the onions that we have chopped finely. Go ahead and cook them until the onion is nice and translucent. We don't have to overcook them, we don't have to brown them at all. So this is kind of white filling, so don't worry about it. Now I'm going to add the corn flour to the milk and then mix it until there is no lumps at all. Now as you see, the onions is nice and translucent. This is perfectly fine. To this I'm going to add the milk and the corn flour starch that we combined. Go ahead and cook them on a very low heat. To this I'm adding all the spices that I showed you earlier, and we are going to combine them along with the milk and the onion. Now once you see the milk and the spices are well combined and then cooked through a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and add the shredded chicken. If you don't want to add chicken, then you can definitely go ahead and add the vegetables of any choice. Now I'm going to go ahead and add the soy sauce or the tamari and go ahead and cook them on a low heat until the sauce thickens up. Now I'm going to add the chili paste, and as you can see, the chicken is nicely absorbed with all the liquid. That's the consistency we're looking for. We don't want too much of a liquidy chicken. Now let the chicken completely cool down. Here I have a bread, and you can use any kind of shape, a square or a circle. I'm just using a lid of a bottle. Just go ahead and cut them into a round shape or the square, whichever. And this bread, leftover bread, don't lose them, don't throw them away. You can make a breadcrumbs for later. Now go ahead and prepare the bread patties, just a round shape. Here I have 2 large eggs. I'm going to just beat them nicely, and also I have 1.5 cups of breadcrumbs. I'm using a brown breadcrumbs that's homemade, so you can use white breadcrumbs, that's totally fine, or even the panko bread if you like. Now the chicken is completely cooled down. What I'm going to do, take 1 bread patties that we have already cut earlier, and then fill the chicken and then place another bread on top of it, and then just place it in the plate. And as you can see, I've already prepared all of them. Now I'm going to just go ahead and dip the first one on the egg mixture first. I coat them nicely and generously so the egg is coated all over the chicken and the bread. Now I'm going to coat them with the bread crumbs. Again, be generous because we want to make sure all the sides are covered and coated well. Again, I'm going to repeat the same process. Again, I'm going to put the patties in the egg mixture. Again, coat them nicely, back in the bread crumbs. Again, coat them nicely. Once you've done that, just place it in the plate. Continue to do the rest of the patties. Now here I have oil that has been preheating. I'm cooking them on a high heat because everything has been cooked. All that we have to do is just cook through the bread, outer layer of the bread. Now I'm going to just flip them as necessary, cook them on a high heat. It would take around 3 minutes on each side probably. Once you finish the first batch, I would definitely go ahead and clean the crumbs that is left behind the oil, because I don't want the other bread to get all the black stuff in here. And you can see the chicken is perfectly cooked through. The bread is crispy from outside and inside it's nice and soft. This is perfect for evening snack. The kids will love it. Lunchbox, any kind of get together, you can definitely make this. And you don't even have to make a pastry dough. You just have the bread, you can put them together. I hope you enjoy watching this video. If you like my channel, please don't forget to subscribe below. I will see you soon in my next video. Till then, take care guys. Bye bye.